Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning viewers. I am Susanthy Hippy. Today, Monday, 22 January 2022. Happy gathering with us in Breaking News program, which will provide you to the real news and which is taken factually and actually, either in international and national. I will accompany you about 10 minutes with many kind of information. Well, let's begin the news today. Well, viewers, that's all the news. Might it's useful for your viewer. No case COVID-19 in China are on the rise. The country reported more than 6,800 COVID-19 cases on Tuesday. Shanghai has become the center of the country's worst COVID-19 outbreak since the onset of the pandemic. Our next report brings you.
Once again, Shanghai's streets are empty. More than 2 years on from the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, China's financial hub is in one of its most extensive lockdowns yet. The snap two-stage lockdown was announced by the local government late on Sunday. Through closing bridges and tunnels, the restrictions roughly split Shanghai in two along the Huangpu River. Over 9 days, healthcare workers in white hazmat suits aim to carry out staggered testing of the country's most populous city, which is struggling to contain cases. Confined once again to their homes, the announcement has taken some by surprise. PhD student Marek Narozniak says he woke up to find a fence around his compound.
So I was really upset and angry when I learned that we are locked up, and especially that I learned in such horrible way. Just go outside and see there is a fence and you are like in a cage, and that's it. I think this whole operation is causing a lot of harm to many people and a lot of suffering, and I don't really believe that is necessary or appropriate.
While many of the city's 26 million people share Marek's exasperation, others are upbeat, like 30-year-old Joe.
With one adjective, I think we should be calm and face this positively. It may persist for a while, so it would be better to face it with a positive attitude and then allow this epidemic to pass over as soon as possible. Let Shanghai return to its former liveliness as soon as possible.
Shanghai's caseload remains modest by global standards, with 96 symptomatic cases on Monday. But the city has become a testing ground for China's zero-COVID strategy as it tries to bring the highly infectious Omicron variant under control. On Monday alone, Shanghai conducted more than 8 million tests at over 60,000 stations through its lockdown districts.
Back with me, Susanthy Hippy, in Breaking News. This time we will be delivering the news of China has announced its biggest city wide lockdown since the COVID outbreak that began more than 2 years ago. The city of Shanghai will be locked down in 2 stages over 9 days while authorities carry out testing.
This is as far as I can go at the moment. As you can see, barriers are down, the entrances are sealed off. I'm on the eastern side of Shanghai, and this whole swathe of the city has been locked down, and it's going to be like that for the next few days. This is a city that's home to almost 25 million people, and that is why these measures are so significant this time round, because of the sheer scale and the financial significance of Shanghai to the rest of China as well. They're doing it in swathes, eastern side first. People are being confined to their compounds, their houses, their apartments. Mass citywide testing is happening again. You get the occasional delivery here, but that is about it. Public transport has been shut. the city being sealed off as well from the rest of China, you need a COVID test, a negative COVID test to exit Shanghai at the moment. Now, these restrictions are going to be imposed on the western side of Shanghai in a few days' time. So what we have is a 9-day lockdown imposed by the authorities. It's that blunt, sometimes brutal instrument as they try to contain the resurgent COVID-19 outbreak here in this country. They thought they had banished it, but Omicron has meant that the confirmed new cases are increasing. And what's happening is that strategy of what the leadership here calls its dynamic zero COVID is being tested to the extreme. It's also, though, being subtly adapted.
Good morning, viewers. You're watching Breaking News with me, Susanthy Hippy. We will bring you the most updated news from all around international. A subvariant of coronavirus known as BH2 is now dominant worldwide. It represents nearly 86% of all sequence cases. BH2 is even more transmissible than its highly contagious Omicron siblings, BH1 and BH11. It is prompting surges in many countries in Europe and Asia. Thank you, viewers. That is the news which I could convey to you today. I am Susanthy Hippy and all of crew of Breaking News Broadcasting Program say have a nice day, keep your spirit, peace, love, and respect. See you in the next opportunity. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.